This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference.
When I look at the Lakers, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, and it's Forte in at the 1 spot. And for the Lakers, they've got James, and it's Powell in at the 5. And Doris, with how these teams like to get out and run, we should see a lot of transition tonight.
We should, and it always makes for exciting basketball. But more importantly, B.A., these are teams that create easy buckets. Everything in basketball cannot be a grind. That's why these two teams are fun to watch.
So the Lakers win the tip. Well, MP's made it known that he's gunning for Defensive Player of the Year. He's up against some tough competition.
MP has been stifling scores through this point of the season. He'd love to continue to create problems here tonight. He wants to be an anchor of this team and help steer another win as he's done so well this year. I got to give MP the props for putting action where his words are.
Here's Forte. Brown passes to Patterson. No good on the triple. Now Los Angeles with it. What an impressive regular season they've been having, getting to 60 wins.
When you talk about magic numbers for a team, 60 wins means you're having an historic year. In fact, we've had stretches longer than 5 years without any team winning 60. So it's really hard to do.
Here's Brown. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
And there's James from the arc. James can't get that one to fall.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Forte. Off target from 3-point range. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. For 3, James hits a 3-pointer. James has got 6. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, B.A. That's just not fair.
There is an imagination of creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
The 3 is up. Brooklyn pulls it in. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
And they dominated this team last season. Big difference in talent level.
Here's Morrison. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Ramsey can't get it to go. The Lakers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. James deciding where to go with it. Again, the miss by James.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
He has been so impressive on defense, and it really comes down to effort. He has been working so hard to terrorize the offense and keep them under pressure at all times.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Here's Forte. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Here's Brown. 27 points his last game. Pass to Forte. Here's Morrison. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Pass to Brown, beyond the arc. Pure from three-point range. Brown's got 7.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here is James, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game.
And I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's Forte. Rebound by the Lakers. This is a team that simply refuses to lose. They've won 29 games in a row and want to keep this incredible streak going.
This is truly an all-time streak, and we're not talking about just for this franchise. We're talking about in the history of this league. The consistent dominance is something so rarely seen. You have to keep reminding yourself to settle in and watch these guys work. You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
The 3, James, and the Lakers hit again from deep.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Here's Morrison. They set the screen. Down low, looking to end the run. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Forte. Takes a 3. James with the rebound. James has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Here's Carl, still without a bucket. Now James from deep. Morrison with a rebound. Pass to Brown. There's the drive, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here is James. He's got 14. And it's all from three-point range. Nets trail by 3. Here's Morrison. Check by James. Here's Patterson. Pass to Morrison. Here's Ramsey. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, this last stretch of the season could be the final NBA games for some of the aging stars in the league. Grant, when did you know it was time?
Well, you know, B.A., I made it 19 years in the league, and at 40 years old, I was kind of happy to be done. But I hope that all the guys retiring this year have the same closure I had.
Now, here is James. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. James has got 17.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Roberts. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Over Owens. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
James passes to Powell. Back to James. And he banks in the layup. James has got 19 points.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Here's Roberts. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to Owens. Here's Carl. Back to James. The three. And another three for the Lakers.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Brown. Check by James. Inside. It's stolen away. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the night. Knox, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Nets trail by 9. Roberts, the pass to Ramsey. Here's Knox. Pass to Ramsey. Here's Brown. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brown's got 14 points.
Oh, he's on the attack, hitting 6 of his last 7.
Back to James. Launches a three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Just 4 to shoot. The shot by Brown, no good. The Lakers lead by 6. And here's James. He's got 25. Sinks the tray. James has got 28.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Morrison. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Here's Roberts. And he jams it home with authority.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Brown. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And now let's turn the spotlight on the NBA's highest scoring teams. The Lakers, number 1.
We knew that.
Here's for Los Angeles. Powell, he's checked in for Little. James comes in for Jackson. And Owens is subbed in for Griffin. They've got Owens, and it's Randolph in a 2-guard. That's the Laker 5. There's a screen. Fires from deep. Roberts' shot is off. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road. You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Graham.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The great one in the last game against the Trailblazers delivered in a major way. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? A legendary performance that will be talked about for years to come. Unless he's able to do it again tonight. Brian?
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Graham.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Brown's checked in for Brooklyn.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Back to James. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Pass to Roberts. Here's Forte. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall. Forte's got 5.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And he lobs it up to the rim.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. James passes to Powell. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Pass to Brown. Here's Roberts. There's the 3. The shot by Brown, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Back to James. Fires the 3. Not going to go that time. Nets trail by 5. Pass to Morrison. Here's Brown. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Powell passes to James. For 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Buzelis is checked in for Patterson. The Nets have gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. Here's Forte. He's got 5. Here's Brown. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's James. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Here's Randolph. He had 10 points in the win against Portland. And a miss there on the triple. Nets trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Brown. Rejected by James. Here's Randolph. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Let's go with a three. And it's James with the three. James has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Pass to Morrison. Here's Buzelis from outside the arc. James with the rebound. James has got rebound number 7 tonight. The three ball. Buzelis grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Brown. Fires for three. Owens grabs the board. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Randolph. James outside. Drops in the three. James has got 45 points.
He's dropping the three ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
Here's Forte. 5 points in the game from 15 feet away. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Nets trail by 10. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Brooklyn making a switch here. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the free throw, no good.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
And there's James from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Patterson's got 5 rebounds in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Forte. Here's Patterson. From behind the arc. Oh, nice shot by Forte. Forte's got 10.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
It's good. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Pass to Brown. Here's Patterson. Here's Morrison. No good on the three. The Lakers lead by 7. To the middle. James can't get it to go.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Pass to Brown. Carl with a rebound. The Lakers shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. And there's James from the arc. Morrison with a rebound. Nets trail by 7. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And the basket by Carl.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Brown. To the paint. Forte's shot is off. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting a solid 50% throughout the second. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Brooklyn ball.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Here's Morrison. Takes the three. No luck on that one. And so we wrap up the first half. It's Los Angeles leading by 7. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
61. And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Come on. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch for. Does the defense extend to where guys start going inside?
And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. Okay, guys, Houston Moon wants to know, Jet, would you ever consider coming back into the NBA to coach? It's an interesting one.
Oh, it's not interesting at all. I haven't given that much thought, only because I'd have to coach guys like Shaq, and he's not coachable.
Well, if Houston didn't have a problem before, they will after hiring Kenny.
Because, like I said, the players have your attitude today.
Whatever.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Nets trail by 7. On the floor for Brooklyn. And it's Ramsey in at the center position. Pass to Brown. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Knocks down the triple. James has got 48.
This is unbelievable. He has over half the team's points right now.
Here's Forte. Pulls up. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Forte's got 12 points in the game. Pass to Owens. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 5 assists tonight. Here's Brown. Check by James. Here's Patterson. Here's Brown. Down low. Here's Morrison. And he converts the layup. He's got 7.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Powell passes to James. To the middle. Powell finds James. Yet another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Nets trail by 9. Pass to Patterson. Here's Forte. Rebounded by the Lakers. Powell's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
The 3, James. Ramsey pulls it in.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Pass to Brown. And he dunks it down.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Knock. It down from distance.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Here's Morrison. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. Morrison's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Patterson passes to Brown. Here's Forte. 3-pointer. James with the rebound. James has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Inside. Owens, the pass to James. Off the mark there with a three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Out of bounds, it'll be Lakers ball. And a look here at the shooters doing the most damage from long range this season. Here's Carl. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Launches it. Good. Another from three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in. Feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Pass to Brown. Blocked. Carl, the pass to James. Chalk up two there. James has got 58.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Here's Morrison. 10 points for him. Pass to Forte from downtown. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. And there's James from the arc. Another bucket. Wow.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Here's Forte. He's got 12. Pass to Brown. Puts up a three. Nails it from three. Brown's got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Here Starks. The rebound by the Nets.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Morrison. James with the rebound. James has got rebound number 11. There's the triple. Rebound Brooklyn. Ramsey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Nets trail by 10. Pass to Morrison. To the middle. Brown. Here's Forte. Tries again. To the left side wing. Ramsey gets the bucket. Ramsey's got 5.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
And here's James. From the arc. Counted from distance. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to review the game plan. Los Angeles making a change here. Little's checked in. Brooklyn making a switch here. substitutions. Timeout called, the Lakers.
You've asked for it. Here they are. The Laker girl dance team. Enjoy.
1:04 left to play in the third quarter here. Knox. James with the block. Pass to Randolph. Floats one. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
41 seconds left in the third. To the inside. Here's Roberts. And that one's long. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Randolph. Pass to Carl. The three. He can't hit that time.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Griffin passes to James. Jacks up a three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Buzzer-beating backbreaker. That pushes the lead to double digits going into the final period.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back after this word. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And the Lakers have possession. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home. They've got Griffin. He's out there with James. And it starts in at the 2. That's the Laker 5. Here's James. That one's good for 2.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Pass to Morrison. Sharp with it. Here's Morrison. He takes it in. Back to Sharp. Here's Buzelis. Off target with the 3.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
The 3, James. And got it! Another basket!
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Pass to Morrison. Sharp, a screen on Griffin. Here's Buzelis. Lets the 3 fly. And the Nets miss again. The Lakers lead by 16. James outside. Here's Little. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Pass to Morrison. Sharp, a screen on Griffin. Morrison drills it from deep.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
To the paint. Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Morrison, defended by Griffin. Pass to Roberts. This one for 3. James with the rebound.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since. And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Nets trail by 20. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Puts up the 8-footer. James with the block. And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches, Doris.
Well, B.A., whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches' contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have zero problems with the salaries.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Here's Morrison. Outside Sharp. Three-pointer, Buzelis. The Lakers with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And there's James from the arc. The offensive rebound. Pass to Griffin. 4-3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 9th assist of the game now. The Nets have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Here's Forte. Here's Roberts. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Randolph. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's the pick. Here's Morrison, defended by Griffin. To stop the run. Morrison's shot is good. Morrison's got 11 in the second half.
That's his 3rd triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
James passes to Little.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. And the Nets shooting around 30% since the 4th quarter got underway. Sharp, a screen on Griffin. Down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
That one's good from James on the assist by Griffin.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Here's Morrison. Sharp, a screen on Griffin. Pass to Buzelis. Beyond the arc. And it's Little with a rebound. Little's got 6 rebounds in the game. And James gets it to go. James has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Buzelis from the arc. James with the rebound. James has got 15 rebounds here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Here's Roberts. Pass to Buzelis. Here's the 3. He drops it from range.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's James. Another one goes. Incredible. Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
Here's Roberts. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
And there's James from the arc. Over to the left wing. Here's Starks. Knocks down the long J.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Roberts, the pass to Sharp. To the left wing. Here's Buzelis. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Randolph's got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Here's Roberts. They can't stop the run with that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And there's James from the arc. Connects again from distance. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
Here's Forte. Pass to Morrison. Out to the right wing. Here's Roberts. Shot clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass. Roberts has got 19 points. And here are the Lakers. They're on an 18-7 run. Pass to Randolph. Back to James. Fires the 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Morrison's got 5 rebounds in the game. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
Forte passes to Sharp. Lots of room. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
The assist from...
One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
And there's James from the arc. Sinks it from distance.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Roberts. Launches a 3. James with the rebound. James has got his 16th rebound on the night. Randolph passes to James. Lets it go from 11. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Morrison. Pass to Roberts. From the high post. James with the rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
From deep. Morrison with a rebound. Morrison's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Roberts. From outside, off the mark.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
Here's James. Good! That's another bucket!
90 points! A legendary performance!
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And all year, this squad has been playing with real urgency and determination. No surprise to see them hit 61 total wins.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for the Great One.
Boy, I have loved this guy's energy all night. There was never a point in which he let up. The triple-double evidence of the kind of effort and skill he has.
Pass to Morrison. Here's Roberts. And again, it's the Nets missing. James outside. And slam dunk by James.
showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Great win tonight, MP.